Great to have you with us, everybody, from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, Monica McNutt, Alan Hahn, and Wallace Zerbiak. It is a happy bunch here. Very impressive win over a team that had been playing its best basketball of the year. The Mavs beat Chicago on Sunday. They had won 6 in a row. Wally, the Knicks win it. How'd they do it?
Well, they started the game very focused. They got off to a great start. First possession of the game, they ran a tremendous set play. Evan Fournier, open three, bang. Up 3-0, set the tone. Julius Randle continued to move the ball to start the game. R.J. Barrett got going late, and Julius Randle was solid. And you can see when 3 guys play well, Randle, Fournier, and Barrett, the Knicks are pretty tough to beat. And they did a good job defensively. You can see this team coming together defensively. Both units really starting to play the way Tom Thibodeau wants to play. They made Luka Doncic's life very difficult tonight. He could not get anything going, really struggled.
Yeah, and you know, add Mitchell Robinson to that as well. The 3 players that we've talked about this season with the Knicks coming from last year who all could have an impact on this year is Julius Randle, who got back to his game tonight. And then you have R.J. Barrett, who's had the best 8-game stretch of his career so far here that he's got rolling right now. And then Mitchell Robinson with another double-double that's back-to-back for him and his energy and what he's able to bring to get you easy buckets on the offensive boards and also obviously on the offense. But more importantly, they're at 500 at home. There was a point they were 6-11 at home. They are now back to 500. You got to get on the winning side at home. You got a whole second half of the season, Monica, now to get there.
And by the way, they're back to 500 for the year. 21-21 at 500, Monica, for the first time since early December.
You got to keep the train on the tracks, right? Like, there's certainly been moments where we sat up here frustrated and confused, but this team has stuck with it. And Wally, to your point, there are guys that are now playing with confidence. To me, I noticed a little bit more movement in the offense as opposed to that one-on-one ball. You've got 24 assists tonight on 42 made shots. The ball is moving. There is an energy about the offense that was missing. And you see that in not only the assists, but your 5 starters are all comfortably in double figures.
And Alan, R.J. Barrett, boy, this is the best 8-game stretch. We crunch the numbers every single night because he's doing great things every time he steps on the court. Best 8-game stretch of his career.
Yeah, it is. And last year, he had a couple of good stretches as well late in the season, we remember. But this, again, statistically, when it comes to his points, this is the best for him, and it's great to see it because he just continues to grow as a player. And I'm telling you, early in the season, he had a nice stretch. Then he went through a bunch of games where he just didn't look right physically. But when right before he got COVID, he was knocked out of the lineup, he started to get it back. Then when he's returned from COVID, boy, he's been just fantastic. And the difference, you're seeing it, attacking the basket, constantly going downhill, not settling for shots. And then as he gets those easy ones, now the 3-ball goes down from as well. 4 of 7 from downtown. And that's what it takes. That's his game. It just seems like, well, he's got his strength back. Because we know that's the thing that we marvel about him, his ability to use his size, his strength to get to the paint, to get into the paint, and also to get to the basket. It looks like he's got that back like we saw last season.
And he's also being utilized perfectly. He showed when Randle was out how he can really take the ball to the basket at an elite level. He's continued to do that. And now the 3-point shot, the confidence is just brimming. He's also exploiting teams in the mid-range, too. He's being used more in pick and roll than I remember him being used. He's being trusted by Tom Thibodeau as not only just a spot-up shooter and a guy who's like a slasher that catches and drives, he's being used as a playmaker. They're putting him in pick and rolls, and when you give him the edge where he can turn the corner and get his shoulders towards the basket with an advantage, he's gonna score or he's gonna make a play for someone else. That's the development of his game. It's been awesome to watch, and it's also a credit to Julius Randle allowing him to flourish and seeing that he's got it going, and he's just letting the other guys take over the offense at times.
So many good things to take away from this game. And we talked about it pregame, Alan. Points in the paint, or just not just points, but activity in the paint. Yeah. Of RJ's 32, 18 of those were inside of the painted area. And that just opens up everything else for him. So often, at least early part of the season, you credit it to the cerebral nature of his game, but to your point, Wally, he's kind of standing, waiting, and now I'm not sure if his number has been flat out called or he has decided I'm better and this team is better when I'm aggressive. Sometimes good players have to be selfish in a team way.
Worth pointing out, Randle, and you mentioned how well he played, 17 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
Real close to a triple-double. Allen, they blew it open in the third quarter. The Knicks with an 11, actually a 14-1 run.
Yeah, and they had really got off to a great start to take a lead. They took an early 10-point lead, really never gave it back. They never gave the lead back anyway, as the Mavs pushed a couple of times, but the Knicks' energy was just twice that of what the Mavs were giving you in this game. Third quarter was always the concern quarter. It has been for most of this season the concern quarter. The Knicks left no doubt in that third quarter. Mavericks just never could get the energy up. The Knicks made sure to come out and put this game away. And that's what you see here in this 14-1 run, where you just see a lot of passing and a whole lot of Mitchell Robinson dunks in this game. And here's the example of Randall. They started playing him one-on-one. He has not seen a lot of one-on-one this season. It's been a lot of double teams trying to get the ball out of his hands. Instead, you let RJ go for a while. They got to focus on him. And it allows Julius Randle then to play in one-on-ones. And when he's in a one-on-one situation, he is virtually unstoppable. I mean, he can get anywhere he wants. Cookies?
Cookies?
Way to put it. You can say cookies. He can get to his spots wherever he wants to get, and it allows him to get into a great rhythm. And that's where you really want to see him unlock. We talked about it before the game. It was an important game for a lot of different people, but it was an important game for Julius Randle at home to have a solid game, and he did.